Hi there everybody, welcome back to another episode of Auntie A's Kitchen. If you're new to the channel, hi there, 안녕하세요. Welcome to everybody wherever you are watching. I hope you are having a great week. Thank you for everyone who has subscribed to the channel. This week we hit over 1,000 subscribers and I really appreciate all of your support. Today's recipe is healthy and incredibly delicious. As you've seen in the thumbnail, I'm going to be showing you Mexican style beef and chicken stuffed bell peppers, and I'm going to be cooking them with some oven-baked sweet corn. You can put any ingredient inside of the stuffed bell pepper, so please make sure to watch this video all the way through as I'm going to be giving you some ideas of what you could do. So let me show you today Mexican style beef and chicken stuffed bell peppers with oven-baked sweet corn.
I love eating these corn on the cob that you can get from Home Plus. You can boil or microwave them, but I throw them in the oven and then under the grill for some colour. Make sure to salt and butter them really well for extra flavour. Next I get on with preparing my bell peppers. I like using a variety of colours, but I find the red and the yellow work best as they are sweeter. I cut off the tops and then clean and wash out each pepper. I like to use the tops of the peppers because the stalk makes a great lid and this will add to the presentation, and the other two parts I'll cut up and use in my recipe. Make sure then to salt and pepper your peppers well. Then place these into a preheated oven 180°C for 20 minutes to pre-cook, which will give you time to prepare the ingredients that will go inside. What I love about stuffed peppers is that you can place any variety of flavour combinations inside of your peppers. Spaghetti bolognese, chili con carne, a simple ratatouille are just a few ideas of what I would make. But for today's video, I'm going to show you 2 Mexican flavour combinations that I think work really well. As you can see in the video, into a bowl I cut up into thick chunks the remainder of the peppers and half an onion, which will be for our chicken, and into the other bowl I finally cut up half an onion and 2 mushrooms that we will use with our beef. 1 chicken breast is enough to fill 2 peppers, so I cut that up into strips and I use a handful of beef for the other 2 peppers. The peppers have had 20 minutes, so I pull them out of the oven and set them on the side until we are ready to fill them. All the prep is done now, so I can get on with cooking. Get some oil into a pan and start your meat cooking first. You'll notice today that my beef is still a little frozen, so I recommend either giving more time to defrost or using fresh beef when you make this recipe. Season both your meats with some salt and pepper, then once the chicken starts to cook, I add some vegetables and season with some different spices for the Mexican flavour that I want. Some cumin, garlic powder, onion powder, oregano, paprika, and some cayenne for a little bit of heat. Make sure all of your chicken and vegetables are coated well in the spices and then leave to cook, stirring occasionally. Meanwhile, the beef has started to get some colour, so I then add the vegetables and add the same spices that we added to the chicken to the beef and mix this in well. To finish the chicken dish, I add some fresh garlic with some Mexican hot sauce that you can find in E-Mart and some extra oil. I turn the heat up then to get some charring on the meat for some added flavour. As usual, in the description below you'll find a list of the ingredients that I'm using in today's video. Finally, that frozen meat is thawed in the pan and cooked down. See, not everything is perfect on camera. It's now time to add the finishing touches. I add a good handful of jalapenos, some of that hot sauce that we used earlier, and get this all mixed in. Don't forget, just before you finish the dishes, to have a final taste and add some salt and pepper where needed. Both the meats have wonderful colour and the smell in my kitchen is fantastic, so it's now time to stuff the peppers. I like to place 2 spoons of meat into the pepper, then a layer of cheese, and then continue filling the pepper to the top with the meat, leaving just enough room for a final sprinkling of cheese. I repeat this with both the chicken and the beef. I did not mention this earlier, but make sure when buying bell peppers that you choose ones that will stand up. Depending on your budget or diet restrictions or even diet goals, you can use less meat and substitute with rice or beans or even pasta. As I always say, just take this recipe and make it your own and use the ingredients that you have available to you. Once the peppers are filled to the brim, I place them into a preheated oven 160 for about 20 minutes until that cheese is wonderfully melted. Any cheese works well, but I personally like using Colby Jack for the colour it adds to the dish. The butter's had time to come up to room temperature, so I quickly coat my corn on the cob and also get that into the oven. To accompany our stuffed peppers, I make a very quick and easy basic guacamole with only a few ingredients. But if you're interested in seeing how to make a guacamole properly, then please check out this other video that I've posted on YouTube. I will leave a link in the description below. A lot of people don't like eating cilantro or coriander as we call it in the UK, but just by adding some lime juice, salt and pepper will make your avocado taste even better. As always, don't forget to have a final taste to check the flavours are where you want them so that you can add any salt and pepper if needed now. The clear up is done, and after 20 minutes I pull the stuffed peppers out of the oven and set them aside while I quickly place the corn on the cob under the grill for a final bit of colour. There's nothing to stop you placing the lids on top of your peppers when serving, but for today's video I leave them to the side. So here we have a simple, healthy, delicious Mexican style beef and chicken stuffed peppers with oven-baked sweet corn. On their own, the stuffed peppers are just simply wonderful, but to take them to the next level, I finish with a spoon of sour cream and some fresh guacamole. So please take this recipe, cook and share with friends and family. Thanks for watching today. As always, I look forward to seeing you in the next video. I'm excited as it's going to be a special video. Have a great week. God bless. Chopokam nada.